Your Excellency, Yoweri Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Excellency Ministers, Honorable Member of the Parliament, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Jebaleko. Greetings to you from Ethiopia. Greetings from the people of Ethiopia. We are brothers and sisters, all Africans. Some of us speak the same language. I am from the southern part of Ethiopia, where people of Nyangatom, living in the southern part of Ethiopia, as well as the northern part of Kenya and Uganda, are living there. I was used to be the vice president of that region. So, all of us here, you are my sisters and brothers from another mother. First of all, allow me, Your Excellency, to extend my sincere appreciation and heartfelt thanks to the people and government of Uganda for the warm welcome and hospitality accorded to me and my delegation since our arrival to Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. I particularly seize this opportunity to appreciate Honorable Anita Amon, Speaker of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda, for welcoming me from the moment I disembarked from the plane. Let me begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to my brother, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, and his government for establishing a national platform to recognize public servants who served their country with integrity and courage, that future generation of this great country will undoubtedly look up to the modeling of the character. We must acknowledge African role models and create avenues for them to shine, inspire African youth and beyond. We must empower and pave the way for African youth to assume their rightful positions through the right mentorship and guidance. As we strive for economic growth, innovation, peace, and stability, we must not just include young African leaders, but also actively engage and empower them. Their unique perspectives and talents can significantly contribute to these vital goals of our well-being. We must also acknowledge their outstanding achievements publicly on such a decorated platform. I know that the Right Honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyah is a brilliant and ambitious young African who has dedicated his life himself to improving his nation and Africa. I'd also like to congratulate the family of the late awardee for leading by example. Regrettably, he could not accept this honor in person, spend more time with his loved ones while serving his beloved country. Jacob Oulanyah is a good friend of Ethiopia, a good friend of mine. We had very good meetings with African, Caribbean, and the Pacific states and European Union Parliament, many times closely standing together. We kept our African values and our interests during those meetings. So today, when we celebrate this ceremony, it's a great pleasure for me also attending this session here with you and listening also the profiles of our beloved brothers and sisters accomplished their public service greatly. But his loved ones, those who survived him, are honored by his services, and I believe they will carry on his legacy. seeing Honorable Andrew Oulanyah, his son, following his father's example, filled me with immense pleasure. This is a testament to his father's leadership and values passed on to the next generation, who deserve recognition. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, such recognition platforms spearheaded by His Excellency President Museveni, also the State House of the Wisdom of Africa, empower African youth to learn from relatable role models to demonstrate the distinctiveness of African heritage, values, and societal fabric. Africans' vast and diverse heritage, shaped by thousands of years of history, tradition, and practices, has significantly influenced agricultural, medical, and architectural industries worldwide. This legacy displays the innovative thinking, the inventiveness of its citizens. The great achievements have had, the current African generation needs to get the great lessons from ancestors and bring Africa to its rightful position in the world. With the current global situation, young African leaders must adopt a unique and practical approach to lead their communities to a brighter future. In order to achieve success, we must strive for excellence by setting a grand vision and putting in the necessary effort with impeccable time management skills. Let us aim high, work diligently to reach our vision. I can assure you, with the right eye, provision comes. My message today for African youth is to celebrate and honor our distinctive African values, no matter what challenges come on our way. Let us follow in the footsteps of Ugandans who are making every effort to preserve these values with utmost dedication. Let us not forget that our values define our very being and form the foundation of our cultural heritage. They are the essence of our identity, and we must honor them to passing them on to the next generation with a pride and reverence. Let's hold our values close, for they are the key to our future. It's high time to trust in our abilities to solve African issues. We know what goes wrong with us better than anyone else. So, why should we invite foreign interference? Let us embrace African solutions for African problems and take control of our destiny. By implementing this concept in Ethiopia, we overcome our challenge and reap the benefits. And similarly, having 60% of the population without access to the electricity, that's our problem. But now we are building a grand Renaissance dam with our own money. Every Ethiopian from different corners of the country, whether a student, a businessman, a farmer, civil servant, everybody buys the bond for the construction of that great Renaissance dam. To address these problems, we envision building a magnificent Great Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, and to make it reality, we invested $4.7 billion from our fellow citizens. It wasn't an easy feat. We encountered numerous challenges, including accessing international organizations' finance. However, we preserved and overcame the issue of finance, coordinating our population. Now we are proud to say that we are exporting electric power to our neighboring countries as a testimony to success of our efforts. Ethiopia's Prime Minister, the current one, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, is a young African leader. He got the prize for his capacity to bring African solutions to African problems. Problems are meant to be solved, and instead of being discouraged by difficulties, we should embrace them to opportunities. We have several tangible African testimonies that can inspire the present youth. As your world-class long-time athlete, legend, Haile Gebrselassie, in our language he says, Yichalal. That means it's possible. I repeat, it's possible. If you unite together, we can solve our problems as Africans. Your Excellency President, Excellencies and ladies and gentlemen, it's known fact that we Africans are a continent that is a cradle of civilization. From Ethiopia's monolithic churches of Lalibela to Uganda's Kasubi tombs, from Kushite Egypt's and Sudanese pyramids to great Zimbabwe ruins, from Ashanti to Timbuktu, every one of which speaks to our magnificent past. This demonstrates Africa's significant contribution to world civilization in critical areas such as science, technology, and education, all of which our young should learn from. To unify Africa, the founding fathers had first to break free of colonization. They had to pay the price for winning a long and difficult battle against exploitation. The Battle of Adwa dealt a crushing blow to colonialism and became an emblem of hope for black people in Africa and around the world. In gold letters, history chronicles the names of our ancestors who fought to transition the continent from colonialism to independent and United States. Their anti-colonial souls sang to the tune of Pan-Africanism. The founding forefathers envisioned a united continent, adored with solidarity, where generations lived their passions to the fullest and worked for the betterment of their children, while bound by sovereignty and corporatism. The Adwa of our time, a battle we must win, is to overcome the plague of legacy, colonialism and neo-colonialism practices by steering a new vision of Pan-Africanism to free Africa from the shackles of underdevelopment. Governments should circumvent the neo-colonial system and adequately address the continent's ongoing challenge of economic reliance, corruption, stagnant development. We must work together to capitalize on Africa's immense natural and human resources to benefit her children. It's our collective responsibility to leave a better Africa for the next generation through the execution of the following fundamental measures. Your Excellency, the President, Excellencies, and ladies and gentlemen, first comes achieving tangible prosperity by establishing a solid national and continental identity, promoting the value of law, the rule of law, committing a peaceful transition of power, establishing competent administrations, and prioritizing growth. They are cultivating industrious and inward-looking use with indigenous ideals such as synergy, so that they are conscious of their communities, countries, and continent, as well as the strengths and resources they have to succeed in a challenging world. Today's leaders are expected to demonstrate Pan-Africanism and educate our youth that we flourish in unity and collaboration. Targeting universal education is one unique technique for creating a knowledgeable generation. Restoring religious institutions, the schools, and the media is crucial for the holistic development of the youth. Our students should benefit from technology, literacy, thus broadening their experience in the areas of vital areas. The second one is a vital to development is open economies and domestic assets based on basis while encouraging trade and commerce. We must continue to deepen regional integration, such as expediting the African continental free trade area and increasing infrastructure connectivity among our countries to connect communities, enhance trade, and enable economic integration. Building roads and expanding railway networks, communication networks, and the pipes to fulfill the rising needs for clean water and energy is a critical step toward realizing the benefits of regional and continental integration. Import substitution, industrialization, and strengthening regional trade ties are also essential. The third one is to strive to realize the Africa we want by meeting Agenda 2063 milestones and other continental and global strategy frameworks. While we appreciate the acknowledgement of our accomplishments thus far, we must generate that we remain on track for the future. In this way, our struggle against neo-colonial systems will be on the right track. The fourth one is sustaining peace and stability is critical to economic and social progress. We must use more innovative and indigenous approach to disputes resolution that align with our maxim, African solutions to African challenges. In today's post-fact circumstances, young people need to be able to recognize legitimate and advantageous information. This empowers our young people to promote peace and stability by addressing problems and grievances through appropriate channels. The National Leadership Mentorship Award is an excellent reminder to leaders and public servants for their responsibilities. Today's awardee has been dubbed a man of three principles because he made decisions by making the three questions. Is it okay with God? Is it okay with law? Will I sleep well if I do that? So he wanted keen children to be proud of using the name and was focused on doing good, winning fairly and eating only his share. The Ethiopian proverb, "ስም ከመቃብር በላይ ነው," translates to repetitions outlive graves. This award demonstrates that the late Right Honorable Dr. Jacob traveled the path of integrity until the end, which is the kind of character to model for the youth. Public service should exemplify such integrity by addressing injustice, unfairness, reframing from power abuse, and prioritizing the next generation. We consider ourselves a steward of a magnificent country and content passing them down to the future generation. Our civil service systems and government structures should allow for significant youth representation and co-creation of solutions, hence contributing to the stability. Your Excellency, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, the youth of Africa whether in Uganda or in Ethiopia, they have to have a vision for their nation, a vision for the people, a vision for the institution they work, a vision for their family. So a vision is very important. Vision is a driving force which brings together all the energy, all the attention together to attain the necessary goal. So number one, vision is very important for our youth. Vision for the nation, vision for the people, and for themselves. That's very important. The second one is self-discipline is very important. Once you have the vision, what to attain, where to go for your country, for your institution, then self-discipline is very important. Without self-discipline, you can't achieve your vision. You know, the scripture says on the Bible, you know, Joseph saw a dream. He shared that dream for his family, but his brothers threw him away. And he went somewhere, and he served one family. And the challenge, you know, they put him in jail. But in jail, he became also a light for the prisoners there. So self-discipline, because, you know, the youth should avoid the behavior and the character that spoils their vision. So self-discipline is the highest form of discipline, which is very important for the youth. The third one is commitment, passion, and hard-working ethic is very important. Once you have the vision, then you have self-discipline. The hard-working ethics is very important. So the youth, you have to redeem your time. Don't waste your time. Use wisely social media. Positive criticism is very important. Don't be emotional. So hard work ethic is very important. The commitment and the passion is very important to attain the vision. And the last one is, you have the vision, you have the self-discipline, you have the work ethic, and the respect for the society is very important. Respect for the family is very important. The fear of the Lord is very important. As the Bible says, the fear of the Lord is a beginning of knowledge, it says, and wisdom. So you have to pray. Prayer is very important to achieve our vision and our goals. So the vision is for our youth very important. Self-discipline, hard work ethic is very important. You have to respect your people. Patriotism is very important. And pray and trust God. That's very important. So finally, being a public servant is an honor, as it is a service to the nation and to its people. Let us keep this in mind while we serve our nations and continent with dedication. Congratulations again to the late Right Honorable, my brother Jacob, loved ones, on this outstanding award. Thank you very much. Webale.